What is up, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video I'm going to be telling you guys a few tips on how to become a competitive applicant for PA school. Without further ado, let's get into it. Tip number one is going to be to acquire a strong GPA. Acquiring a strong, high GPA is not only going to prove to PA schools that you took your undergraduate coursework seriously, but it's also going to prove to them that you're going to take your PA school coursework seriously and that you're going to make it a priority in your life the next 2 years. Tip number two for you guys is going to be to score well on your GRE. A lot of people kind of put off the GRE to last minute, don't plan ahead, don't give themselves the necessary time frame to actually prepare for it properly, and they kind of just brush it off and plan for it last minute. What a lot of people don't realize is that you may have to take the GRE multiple times to get the score you want, so planning ahead, making sure you have enough time is vital to doing really well on the GRE. My next tip for you guys is going to be to shadow PAs. Personally, I spent a lot of time shadowing physicians, not necessarily physician assistants, though I did get some physician assistant shadowing hours, and that is the one thing that I wish I could go back and change about my application. There were some schools that I applied to that really wanted those PA shadowing hours and wanted a lot of them, and though I did have some, I simply just didn't have enough to satisfy their needs, so I was unable to apply to those schools. That being said, if you want to be able to apply to a lot of schools, make sure you do get those PA shadowing hours. Not only are they good for applying to schools, but it also gives you good insight into what the PA duties are, so you can kind of learn the ins and outs of what a PA does on a daily basis, and those are some of the questions that will be asked in your interview. My next tip for you guys is going to be to acquire a large amount of patient contact hours, preferably working alongside PAs. I recommend that you guys get your patient contact hours either as a scribe or as a medical assistant, maybe an EMT, whatever interests you the most. But those jobs are going to give you the most amount of patient interaction, where you're going to be able to work on your professional relationship with patients. Not only is the patient interaction going to aid you in getting your patient contact hours for PA school, but it's also going to help you down the road when you do your rotations. You'll already have the background in communicating with patients. My next tip for you guys is going to be another thing that I wish I would have done personally in my undergraduate coursework, and that is to take all the recommended coursework as well as the required. Obviously for my degree, I took all the required coursework, but there were some classes that were suggested for PA school that I didn't necessarily take, and looking back, I wish I would have taken some of those, like medical terminology, as some schools really want you to take them. So that is why that is one of my tips for you guys today. My last tip for you guys today is going to be different and to be you. Don't be afraid to participate in numerous extracurricular activities while in your undergrad, as being able to balance both school and these activities will prove to PA schools that you're applying to that you have a healthy work-fun balance. You really want to show PA schools that you have a healthy work and play balance, because one of their biggest concerns is down the road as a PA that you don't experience burnout. And so by showing them that you have activities set in place like weightlifting or YouTube or hiking, whatever your hobbies are, showing them that you have those set in place shows them that when times get tough and when all the stresses of work get on your back and weigh you down, that you have activities to deload and relax. Make sure to also capitalize on these activities and your uniqueness. Are there any activities that you do that are related to healthcare? These are all things you can think about and tie in when you're preparing for your interview as well. But that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to give it a like, comment down below with what you liked, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, hit that little button down below. Those of you that are applying to PA school, I hope these tips really helped you. Leave a comment down below if they did, and until next time, friends, hustle or bust.